Hello, everyone. I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. The Evil Dead has become a horror cult classic since its release in 1981. Since then, it's spawned two sequels, a TV series, a remake, and now Evil Dead Rise cracks open the Book of the Dead all over again. It's now on 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, digital, and is streaming on Max. And I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. The Evil Dead all started with a bunch of friends spending the weekend in a decrepit cabin in the middle of the woods. Evil Dead Rise also starts there with a really shocking prologue. It then cuts to a day prior with Alyssa Sutherland's character Ellie, a single mom trying to raise her three children. They live in a run-down apartment building that's soon to be demolished, and now Ellie has nowhere to go. In walks her estranged sister Beth, who's played by Sullivan, who has been on the road living that rock and roll lifestyle. The three kids go off to get some pizza when an earthquake hits, shaking open a hidden bank vault. Now inside, Ellie's son Danny uncovers a bunch of old records and a book that they take back to the apartment. What he doesn't know is that that book is the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead, and his curiosity is about to unleash all hell on his family. Evil Dead Rise comes from the mind of writer-director Lee Cronin, who clearly did his homework in making an Evil Dead film. The prologue has that cabin-in-the-woods elements, including that roving drone camera moving through the woods at high speeds. And from there, though, he deviates to tell his own story, living within the world of the Evil Dead that Sam Raimi created with the original. Raimi and original star Bruce Campbell are producers on this latest entry. Now he knows that he can't just duplicate that cabin in the woods theme all over again. So there's a hint at it, and then he moves on to that rickety apartment. He lets the audience settle in a bit by introducing the family dynamic with the two sisters and the precocious kids. But it's not long until Ellie turns full deadite. That's the term for these demons, and starts to terrorize her family and the other residents in this apartment. Alyssa Sutherland is definitely up for the challenge as Ellie, as she literally throws herself into the manic and just crazed deadite. Lee Cronin has a good amount of jump scares, from the graphic images in the book to sounds coming from the vinyl recordings. He has a really nice build here as he then cranks up the terror, leading to a full-blown bloodbath in the ending that literally had my jaw on the floor. He must have used every gallon bucket of blood at the prop store, as this movie makes the elevator scene of The Shining look tame. And this all comes after a cheese grater literally leaves its mark on a victim. Now, you definitely need to have a strong stomach to get through this film. It's certainly not for the faint of heart, but makes for a really crazy ride from start to finish. There are some Evil Dead-style gags with body parts, and yes, the chainsaw is back in full effect. Now, while I wasn't a fan of the remake that just felt so gratuitously vicious, Evil Dead Rise seems to have more fun with the chaos that transpires. Now, I still miss Sam Raimi's ultra-low-budget, scrappy vibe of the original, but that probably doesn't go over well with a 2023 movie-going audience. I'm giving Evil Dead Rise 3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got some other movie reviews, and I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of the Evil Dead franchise? Do you have a favorite? Leave me a comment on social. Paul's Trip to Movies is brought to you by Popcorn. Now, all 5 of the Evil Dead movies are streaming on Max, so you definitely want to have some popcorn on hand if you're going to do a little Evil Dead movie marathon. Whether you want to place an online order or go into the store, you can try samples in the store of some of their over 80 flavors. Follow them on social media at PopcornMN. Find out what they're popping, and then tag me if you go into the store. I'd love to hear what you're trying. PopcornMN on social media. Paul's Trip to the Movies is also brought to you by Imagine Theaters. There are a lot of really good movies in theaters right now, too, from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to Little Mermaid. There's lots of stuff for the family to enjoy. I just love that theatrical going experience as well. So follow them on social media at ImagineMN. They've got some fun events coming up, some community programming, and tickets for my movie series, Paul McGuire Grimes Presents, are on sale through October right now. Coming up July 23rd is Sunset Boulevard, so get tickets today. Let's get that sold out for that classic from 1950 Gloria Swanson, The Tale of Norma Desmond. You definitely want to check it out. Again, talk back to follow. We've had a lot of fun so far, so come and see Sunset Boulevard at Imagine Theaters Egan, at Imagine MN on social media. Thank you so much for watching my review of Evil Dead Rise. This is Paul's trip to the movies.